You've been waiting all week for this show. Well, you don't have to wait any longer. Get excited. This time, this is exciting. We're actually going to be helping people resolve their computer problems. We may help you resolve your computer problems. So give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Or you can head over to our Facebook or YouTube video. Either go to Facebook, search for A Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Go to YouTube. YouTube channel is kind of new, and we don't have as many likes over there, but get over there, and you can watch the show there as well. Or you can head to our website, afasterpc.com. We have links to both our Facebook page and our YouTube channel where you can watch this show in its entirety. And you know what? If you're driving down the road, you're doing other things, you're not able to watch right now, you'll be able to watch the show in its entirety at your convenience after the show is over. So, but if you have a computer question, if you have a computer problem, if something's not working, now is your chance to get your problem solved for free. Give us a call, 772-340-1590, and let's see whether we can help you on this show resolve your computer problem. Also, we do have technicians that are standing by in the shop ready to resolve computer problems. And we'll be there today until 2, but you don't have to wait until then. Remember, computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
That's right, you do, and we are back. We are ready to answer your questions, ready to help you resolve your computer problems. And we're going to be going over today not only answering your questions, but we will be starting to talk about the new FTC safeguards that were just put into place, made effective yesterday, and greatly expand levels of and types of businesses that are covered under these safeguards and that are required to actually make changes to protect your data, whether you're and this really is an important topic, whether you're a consumer, whether you're in business for yourself, or you run a business, or you work for a business that may be involved in one of these aspects, or maybe you even are a partner in a business. Maybe you provide some services for a business that is in one of these industries. You could be impacted as well. And all of us are impacted as consumers when, let's say, someone that is entrusted, a company that's entrusted to protect our financial information fails to do so. What happens then? Well, what happens then is that really our data is at risk. And what are we talking about with data here? Well, we could be talking about Social Security numbers. We could be talking about date of birth, driver's license number, information that if it gets into the wrong hands, could be used to steal your identity. And so this is what we're looking at here, and this is what the FTC safeguards are designed to help protect the consumers. And really, this is just things that are common sense that really should be done anyway. But sometimes business owners and doctors and dentists and lawyers and accountants and the people that make the decisions about what to spend on IT would rather say, well, you know what, we'll just go ahead and we'll avoid. We won't spend the money on that today. So we're gonna we'll just some of them say, well, it's cheaper to not be in compliance and to pay whatever penalties they want to charge me. But you have to realize there's a lot at stake here, and whether you're a business that's under these guidelines or not, it's very important that you protect your data, your customers' data, your employees' data from cyber threats. because it is very expensive. Aside from the fines and penalties, which have been, by the way, greatly enhanced for those businesses that do fall under these safeguards, greatly enhanced. So we do have a question that came in via a call to our office yesterday that we're going to be going over, and of course we are here ready to answer your questions as well. So you can give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. But we did have Randy called in yesterday and asked about sending faxes without a fax machine. And he's asking if there's any free services out there to do this. I don't know that there are any free services that would do this. There's a lot of companies that will allow you to send free email. And with the free email, one of the things you could do is you could scan a document and you could send it via email. And really, a lot of companies and a lot of individuals are using email more than faxes. And a lot of our customers that do use fax, they're using faxes less often. And when they do use it, they're going ahead and it's basically because someone wants to send them a fax, or maybe they need to send someone else a fax. But in most cases, people have email and do use that email and prefer that email. There are, by the way, ways that you can fax, or excuse me, not fax, but ways that you can scan documents, even from a cell phone, from a smartphone, or a tablet. There's an app that I use on my phone that is called Scannable, and this is actually created by a company that also has Evernote. And so you can actually get a free Evernote account and a free Scannable. These apps are free. By the way, Evernote is a storage. It's a document storage facility. So they're hoping that you'll need more storage than what they provide for free, and that you'll sign up and pay for the service. But you don't have to do that. But you can actually scan a document just by using this app, Scannable. You hold your phone above the document, and if necessary, the app turns your flash on so that it can see. There's more light on the document. It's best if you have the document on a dark surface, and then it'll actually draw a line around the document and take a shot of it. And in most cases, it gets just the document and not what's around the document. And I use this actually when I'm out and about and I'm going out shopping and I buy something. And you know what? If I put that paper, I may put it in my van if I take the paper receipt. And where's it going to be? Well, there's a lot of receipts that get into my van, and some of the receipts are created with thermal, so that when you get into a hot environment, which if your vehicle in Florida is out in the open and not covered up, and it's in the summer, it's going to get very hot in there, especially if light is shining on the receipt, it can fade, and I'm likely to lose it also. So what I do is I just scan it right there before I leave the store. I'll find something that's dark. I'll put it on there. Open up the app. Put my phone up above it. I take the scan, and then I can save it to Evernote. But I also can save that to my computer as an image, or I can actually send it out as an email as well. So those are some things that you can do, and I think that probably if you're looking for something free, email is a much better way to do that. we do have faxing services that can happen without a phone line and without a regular fax machine. And they do happen by having a PDF document that you would then send through an app that would send it out as a fax. We also have voice over IP, and that would happen through a voice over IP service. And some of those voice over IP services do allow you to send a email also to a certain email address that includes the fax number, and then it converts that over if that email address is an authorized email to send faxes through that faxing service. Then it'll go ahead and send that as a fax. And we do this quite often as well. But again, I think that in most cases, scanning it and sending it as a PDF, you can do that with a computer and a scanner. A lot of people have all-in-one computers. But even if you don't have all of that, you can do that again. If you have the physical document, maybe you need to sign it, maybe you need to date it, maybe you need to initial it, you can actually, again, use the Scannable app. There are other apps out there for scanning as well, but I've found that the Scannable app works really well, works better than some of the others that I have tried. And so you scan the document, and then you go ahead and send it as an email. Of course, if anyone out there needs help with voice over IP and faxing that way, a Faster PC can help you.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour right here on this station and stream live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So you know what? If you have questions, well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-5090. 772-340-5090. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Or you just go to our website, afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here. We're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. From the founding of our company, a Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to a Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean a Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Manysoft, and SoftIn support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of a Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, a Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to a Faster PC, or a Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio, this is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC Radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page. Or you can go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back. We are ready to answer your questions, ready to help you resolve your computer and technical issues, as it's not just about computers anymore. People have smartphones, they have smart tablets, you have smart TVs, smart thermostats, smart outlets, smart sockets, smart doorbells. I've mentioned before, I even have a smart drip irrigation system that irrigates my garden. I could turn it on now if I wanted to. But we've been getting a lot of rain, so I haven't had to turn it on. In fact, by the time I go to turn it on, I might need to recharge the batteries. But anyway, we're here. We're ready to answer your computer questions, ready to help you resolve your technical issues as well. And of course, any questions that you have, it doesn't have to be on the topic that we have selected for this day. It could be on any topic, and we will actually go over that. So one thing that we do want to just go over here and show you is that we wanted to talk about FTC safeguards, what these are, and what organizations and companies and types of institutions this applies to. And this is going to be just a start. We're going to give a high-level overview of it today, and we'll be going into a little bit more of the nuts and bolts of it. And if you're out there and you're not sure whether this is applicable to you, maybe you have a business or a medical practice or an accounting firm or a law firm or a finance, you have a company that works with finance, you have a company that takes credit cards. There are regulations that apply to all of these, and typically, I can tell you that I'm not a big regulation person. Typically, what I would say is you need to hold people accountable for their actions, and if someone should have taken action to protect someone's data and they didn't do so, they should have to actually pay to restitution to restore that person. What we've seen though in the past, you take for instance the Equifax breach. You have this big Equifax breach, and what does Equifax have to do? Equifax has all the information that is necessary for your data to be for someone to go out and get a loan in your name, for someone to go out and file a tax return in your name. So you have all this information that's out there. And what does Equifax do? Well, they provide you with 1 year or maybe two. I don't remember exactly how long, but they provide you with 1 year or 2 years of identity theft protection. Well, whoopee. I mean, that's nothing compared to, the people that have to spend hours and hours and hours trying to regain, regain their identity, and really they should be responsible to make that person whole. And really, once your information is out there, once your information is on what's called the dark web, there really is limit. You're limited in how you can make someone whole. I mean, maybe having paying for identity theft protection for the rest of their lives, plus giving them money to compensate for the time that they themselves are dealing with maybe even freezing their credit and then unfreezing it if they actually have to apply for a loan, and then refreezing it again, and or any identity theft that they may have to deal with. They're going to have to spend time with that, even if they have LifeLock. So that really is where I'm coming from. But we do know that regulation is something that there are people there are companies that have not taken the safeguards that they should take, and frankly, for the most part, we don't hold organizations and individuals accountable for their actions. When someone actually has it when there is a breach, there's costs, but I mean, if the costs are big enough, the company can just file bankruptcy, and then they go away, and the people that were exposed are left out to dry, and the people that own the company, well, they're not really hurt. They could open up another business in another name, and they're okay. So along comes Congress, and Congress passes laws, and they create agencies, and the agencies regulate, and typically the agencies do a pretty poor job of regulation, and quite often even the fines sometimes are non-existent or even low. But that is changing with these new FTC safeguards. So that really, the background of all of this is going back to 1929. No regulation in any of the financial markets at all. And then you have the stock market crash, kicking off the Great Depression. And then you have in 1933, the Congress passed the Glass-Steagall Act that created financial regulation. And then really there was very little done, if anything at all, from 1933 to 1999. Just think about all the things that happened within that time. We learned how to split the atom. Computers were invented. We walked on the moon. We invented the personal computer and created the internet. No changes in the regulation. And then you have in November 12th, 1999, you have the passage of what is called the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act. And this established some regulation for financial firms, but it was really lacking. There was really not a lot of oversight, no penalty if you didn't comply, and really it was only applied to major big financial corporations, maybe banks and such. So it was unclear. Didn't have any teeth, and so there were some additional information out there, additional breaches. 2008, the Heartland payment system, there was actually 135 million credit cards exposed. I think I said earlier Equifax. I think I meant, we should have said Experian. 2013, there was an Experian breach that leaked 200 million records. Now, 200 million, I mean, just think about the number of people in the United States. That's a large percentage of the people in the United States were affected by that. 2019 First American Financial Corporation had 885 million records leaked. And again, a lot of times we're talking about names, social security numbers, date of birth, sometimes driver's license numbers. When you deal with a credit bureau like Experian, you're dealing with a lot of other information as well. Demographics and income, and you have the information that is really necessary for liability. Well, so again, this was only applied to large financial agencies. Well, recently there's been some updating of this, and it actually just took effect yesterday, June the 9th. These new safeguards were rolled out, and they're rolled out really to a larger portion of companies, and there are much more companies that weren't involved before that are impacted by these new safeguards right now, and including really, you think about finance. Really, they expanded it to really talk about anyone in any institution that deals with any type of financing for anything. So you have auto dealers that are there. And you think about auto dealers. If you want to go buy a vehicle, there's a few things. They have a lot of information about the people they're buying vehicles. If you are applying for credit at auto dealers, there's a high turnover rate. The employees they're trained in sales. They're not trained in security, and a lot of times, they're trying to get the sale, and they may actually skip some of the security measures to actually try to get the sale approved more quickly. So they are an easy target for hackers, and they really, what controls do they have with the data that you are giving them? So the technology has definitely changed quite a bit even since 1999, and there are different, again, more entities that are impacted by these new safeguards, and they include mortgage lenders. And this is not an exhaustive list, by the way, but they include mortgage lenders, payday lenders, finance companies, mortgage brokers, account servicers. So, like if you have a home loan, there's a good chance that you pay your mortgage to someone that's not the mortgage lender. Your mortgage payment goes to a servicer many times. Well, they would be under this as well. The account servicers, check cashers. So, even if you have a check cashing company, wire transfers, some travel agencies if they're owned by a financial firm, real estate appraisers, because they're involved in the finance process, credit counselors, automotive dealerships, tax preparation firms, which would include many accountants, non-federally insured credit unions, some investment advisors. So quite a bit, and just think about all the different companies out there that do engage in financing. Whether you're buying a lawnmower and you finance it, or you're buying tires and you finance them, or you are buying furniture and you finance it. Buying a house obviously is a big thing, or buying a car is a big thing. But there are a lot of companies that offer financing for smaller stuff as well. Well, those companies would fall under these new safeguards. And again, these safeguards are designed to actually help protect the consumer and protect the protect the security, confidentiality, and integrity of customer information. So one of the quotes from the Act is that customer information means any record containing non-public information about a customer of a financial institution, whether in paper, electronic, or other form, that is handled or maintained by or on behalf of you or the affiliates. So we're really looking at a broad scope, much broader and better defined than prior, and definitely covering more entities than what were covered before. I mean, think about, going back to financing. If you're going to a school and you're going to apply for a loan, well, that institution would come under these regulations. You also have other types of agencies, maybe even a doctor or a dentist, where certain types of procedures you can actually get a loan for. You can apply for financing. Well, those organizations would then fall under these safeguards, and so we'll actually talk a little bit about some of the safeguards when we come back. We'll talk about some of the ways that some of the things that need to happen. And again, we're just talking a broad scope. A faster PC does help customers. We can help customers come in compliance with these new safeguards. We can help you determine whether you're under these guidelines or not as well.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up. 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now, or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a faster PC. This is Brian Longworth, host of A Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, A Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to A Faster PC, or A Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC has been here, and as Florida begins to open for business,
The faster PC.
will remain open to repair computers 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 Saturdays. We offer curbside drop-off and pickup and on-site service where a Faster PC can come to you. And we can fix many computer problems remotely without requiring any in-person contact. A Faster PC is also working to help our customers set up remote access so that employees can continue to work and be productive from home. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 next to the new Dollar General in Port St. Lucie, and on the web at
www.afasterpc.com.
that's www.afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. Again, that's 772-878-5978. Even in times like these, when you have computer problems,
You need a faster PC.
welcome back to A Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We'd love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page, A Faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, afasterpc.com. We have a link that says listen to a Faster PC radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for a Faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772-878-5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer and technical questions, help you resolve your computer and technical problems as well. And so, if you have questions, if you have issues, you can definitely give a call. We can be on the show. Again, your question doesn't have to be on the topic that we are discussing today. It could be on any topic, and we'll answer your question. But we have been talking about the new FTC safeguards that just went into effect yesterday, June 9th. And what these do, we just talked about in the last segment, the different industries and institutions that are under this, much greater than what was before. And what this does, it actually provides parameters for good customer data hygiene. And so one of the things that's necessary is that it's necessary to develop, implement, and maintain a comprehensive information security program. This plan must be written and readily accessible, have well-defined controls based on the organization's size and complexity, and also explain the nature and scope of the company's activities, document customer information sensitivity. So these are some of the things. Also, there needs to be objectives that ensure the customer information is secure and confidential. Very, very important to be secure and confidential. Also, protect against any anticipated threats to the security or integrity of such information. So, in other words, you have to look at, what could happen, and we need to anticipate that, hackers are trying to get in, and take safeguards to protect against that. Protecting against unauthorized access or use of that could result in substantial harm or inconvenience to any customer. So there's also looking at 9 elements that need to be implemented, and they include designate a qualified individual to be over this, and that individual could be someone that works for the corporation, or it could be an outside entity such as a Faster PC. we do provide this service. Document risk assessment. So there has to be risk assessments that are run on a regular basis. And what does that mean? That means actually going in and running tests that look at vulnerabilities and see whether ways that hackers could exploit to get into the system. We also a Faster PC can provide this type of service, whether you're under whether you're an institution that falls under these guidelines or not. We can provide this for you. And so it's not just providing the risk assessment, but also documenting that the risk assessment was done, and then obviously taking planned steps to eliminate those risks, to address those risks, and to mitigate those, to apply controls, validate the controls, develop training and auditing program so that employees are learning about what types of emails. We've talked about this. We did a session last week where we talked about how you can determine, actually showed you one example of a phishing email that was trying to trick me or my staff into clicking on the link and typing our username and password to our email address, so to quote unquote verify it so that we could continue using that email address. And if we had clicked on that, well then our email would have been compromised. And we've talked in recent weeks about some of the things that can happen when your email is compromised, whether you're an individual, you operate at a home business, or you have an office somewhere, or maybe a retail store, or a ministry, or a counseling center. Whatever the case is, when you have something out there, when you have a business, it's important to protect your email. Another one of the elements is to develop a continuous improvement cadence. So in other words, you have to be looking at where you are and moving to where you need to be. Kind of like in life, we're not going to get there overnight. Companies aren't going to go, and a lot of companies haven't been taking really any precautions against this type of stuff. So you're not going to go from where you are now to where you need to be overnight, but you need to be working on it and making improvement, real improvement, not just once a year. Hey, we're going to look at this because this is something that we know we need to take care of, but we haven't done anything in the last year. No, you need to be actually working on this throughout the year. You also need to have have a documented incident response plan. So, if there is an incident, what steps are you going to take? How are you going to address that? And also, you need to have annual reporting on the steps that are being taken that goes to senior leadership in the company, in the organization. So these are some pretty big things that need to be done, and really not a lot of people know how to do them. Even if you were to go into the IT field, not a lot of people know how to put these into place and to develop to implement these elements and to put them into place. Again, a Faster PC does provide help to customers, and to businesses, to individuals. We can help individuals secure your computer against hackers and threats. We can also help provide protection to home offices, to offices, professional offices, medical offices, dental offices, businesses, and we can help. We can provide that. We can be a qualified individual that oversees the program. That's called a in a organization, this would be hiring a chief security officer. When a Faster PC comes in and does something like that, is hiring a virtual chief security officer. So we wouldn't be an employee of yours, but we would be providing that service at a small fraction of the cost of hiring a CSO, chief security officer. So we can also help prepare the document. We can also, again, scan the systems, see where there's vulnerabilities, and document that the scan was made and what vulnerabilities were there. And then we can do this on a regular basis as well. We can, by the way, do this on a regular basis for less money than what some people charge to do this, what some institutions charge to do this, on an annual basis. We can do this on a quarterly basis. We can also help apply the controls, validate those controls, and develop training programs. We actually have a system where we can not only provide training to employees, but we can actually even provide, in addition to training to employees, we can actually also provide simulated spam or phishing attempts that try to trick you into clicking on a link, or try to trick your employees into clicking on a link. And if you click on one of those links, it's not the impact is not as big as if you actually clicked on a phishing link, a link that's going to maybe launch a malicious script that's going to start attacking your computer, start encrypting data on your hard drive, or maybe let bad guys into your system, or clicking on a link that again prompts you to verify your login information, and of course, if you do that, you're giving away your login information to the hackers. And what are they going to do? Not only are they going to use it for that, but I know a lot of you out there, you're not using different passwords for every site. There's a lot of people that are using the same password, and they say, hey, this is a tricky password. And they're using that same I know some of you are out there are using the same, and you know who I'm talking about. If you're one of those out there that's doing it, you just need to be aware of this. It's not safe to do this. You want to use a different password, because the hackers, once they find out that you have that password, they're going to go and look at another email account, or they're going to look at a bank website. They're going to look at Facebook. They're going to look at other types of social media. They're going to try to use that same password and see if they can get into your account using those same credentials. And if you let them into your computer and you've saved passwords in your browser, well, they're going to look at those as well, and they're going to know all of your usernames and passwords to all of the sites that you've saved. And, some of you have a lot of saved usernames and passwords to a lot of important sites out there. So we can provide training to help protect, to help protect and help your employees learn what not to click on. And, monitoring service providers. Just think of all the different service providers. Let's say you're a school and you do provide financing to your students. Well, is your IT firm that you've hired, are they compliant? What steps do they take? Do you have agreements? Can they get to your private information? Do they have a non-disclosure agreement with you? These are some important things to look at and to discuss. What about your janitor that comes in? Do they have any access? Maybe and applications left in the garbage. Of course that shouldn't happen, but you need to have plans to make sure that doesn't happen. And again, working toward improvement, documenting, having a documented incident response plan, and then reporting on this annually, but working on it throughout the year. And we'll be talking about this later, more in detail in future weeks.
The end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show, or just want to listen to it again or watch it again, because you can do that at our Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can not only hear the show, but also see the show. And when we've described and shown you how to resolve computer problems, you can actually see that and watch it over and over again at our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can get there by going to our website of fasterpc.com and clicking on the links. We're open today until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're open from 9 to 5, and next Saturday, we'll be open from 9 to 2. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on WPSL. The title to tomorrow's sermon is, Now is the Time to Restore the Protection of Every Innocent Human Life. Conclusion. You can listen to other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, or our church Facebook page, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. You can find a Faster PC's Facebook page and YouTube channel by searching for a Faster PC on Facebook and YouTube, or by going to our website and clicking on the links. While there, you can actually watch the show, not only hear the show, but also watch the show and see the steps that we go through to actually resolve computer problems. A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 on the east side of US 1, just north of Rio Mar. We're also on the web at www.afasterpc.com. Again, that's afasterpc.com. And you can reach us at 772-878-5978. Again, 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Isn't it about time that we protect every human being in America, including the preborn? Go to personhoodflorida.com today to sign the Human Life Protection Amendment to establish liberty and justice for all. Again, that's personhoodflorida.com.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie.